World War III live on TV. In case you missed it, Joe Biden just addressed the nation regarding the wars in Ukraine and the situation in Israel. And well, things are starting to get biblical.
We're facing an inflection point in history. One of those moments where the decisions we make today are going to determine the future for decades to come.
Now, I want you to listen to some of the things he said and pay close attention to some of the language he used because it's extremely important. Now just remember, these words were chosen specifically by his speechwriters in order to convey the seriousness of this situation, and he even referenced World War II.
The terrorist group Hamas unleashed pure, unadulterated evil in the world. But sadly, the Jewish people know perhaps better than anyone that there is no limit to the depravity of people when they want to inflict pain on others. You know, the assault on Israel echoes nearly 20 months of war, tragedy, and brutality inflicted on the people of Ukraine, people that were very badly hurt since Putin launched his all-out invasion. It's sick. Hamas and Putin represent different threats, but they share this in common. They both want to completely annihilate a neighboring democracy, completely annihilate it. Hamas' stated purpose for existing is the destruction of the state of Israel and the murder of Jewish people. I know these conflicts can seem far away, and it's natural to ask, why does this matter to America? So let me share with you why making sure Israel and Ukraine succeed is vital for America's national security. You know, history has taught us that when terrorists don't pay a price for their terror, when dictators don't pay a price for their aggression, they cause more chaos and death and more destruction. They keep going, and the cost and the threats to America and the world keep rising. So if we don't stop Putin's appetite for power and control in Ukraine, he won't limit himself just to Ukraine. And if Putin attacks a NATO ally, we will defend every inch of NATO which the treaty requires and calls for. We'll have something that we do not seek. Make it clear, we do not seek. We do not seek to have American troops fighting in Russia or fighting against Russia. Beyond Europe, we know that our allies, and maybe most importantly our adversaries and competitors, are watching. They're watching our response in Ukraine as well. And if we walk away and let Putin erase Ukraine's independence, would-be aggressors around the world would be emboldened to try the same. The risk of conflict and chaos could spread in other parts of the world, in the Indo-Pacific, in the Middle East, especially in the Middle East. Iran is supporting Russia in Ukraine, and it's supporting Hamas and other terrorist groups in the region, and will continue to hold them accountable, I might add. You know, just as in World War II, today patriotic American workers are building the arsenal of democracy and serving the cause of freedom.
You see what he's doing here? He's referencing World War II in order to try and convince people that today is just as dangerous and basically prepare for World War III. Notice how he never talks about peace in Ukraine. He always talks about the war, and that's no exception for tonight. But every time he brings up the war, he never talks about peace. He never talks about ending the war, peace treaties, or ceasefires. When it comes to Ukraine, it's almost like they really want this war to continue. Now listen to him telling people that America is the glue that holds the world together.
American leadership is what holds the world together. American alliances are what keep us, America, safe. American values are what make us a partner that other nations want to work with. To put all that at risk, if we walk away from Ukraine, if we turn our backs on Israel, it's just not worth it. What would happen if we walked away? We are the essential nation. Meanwhile, Putin has turned to Iran and North Korea to buy attack drones and ammunition to terrorize Ukrainian cities and people.
But wait, there's more. He even brings up the Civil War, believe it or not.
I'm told I was the first American to enter a war zone not controlled by the United States military, says President Lincoln. America is a beacon to the world. Still. Whereas my friend Madeleine Albright said, the indispensable nation. Tonight there are innocent people all over the world who hope because of us, who believe in a better life because of us, who are desperate not to be forgotten by us, and are waiting for us. but time is of the essence. I know we have our divisions at home. We have to get past them. We can't let petty, partisan, angry politics get in the way of our responsibilities as a great nation. We cannot and will not let terrorists like Hamas and tyrants like Putin win. I refuse to let that happen. In moments like these, we have to remember who we are. We are the United States of America. The United States of America. And there is nothing beyond our capacity if we do it together.
It's obvious what is happening, in my opinion. What we just witnessed live on TV was the seeds of World War III being planted. The language he used is totally undeniable, and it was specifically chosen in order to get people in the right mindset. You see, he's drawing parallels to World War II, to the Civil War, in order to conjure up those feelings in people again, so that when the time comes, the American people will be begging for war. As you can see, things are not looking good for the future of humanity. But this is just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. What do you think about this? Do you think Joe Biden is just saying these things to sound tough, or do you think he's actually planting these seeds in people's minds as a preparation for what's coming? Please leave a comment below if you haven't done so already. And I want to thank you all for watching this video. And until next time, God bless you all.